Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 602, January 2026, Turn 1.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
The first turn
The
of
first
a new year.
turn of the new year. Yeah. Turn the page, rip the calendar off, and put up a new calendar. I don't know why we ripped it off, but you probably put
It's your calendar. You can do what you want.
can do what you want, yeah.
602 sounds so much higher than 600.
You know, it does.
Like two higher, but
It
it
does.
sounds even higher than that.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's that great number wedged in there between 601 and 603.
Yeah. It's like 49 and 50. They just sound so much different than each other.
Yeah, they really do.
They feel different, Nathan?
I don't know. I don't really remember that change much.
Oh, that's good. That's when you get to that age, then you just forget. So
Yeah, that could be.
Wow. This is quite the journey we've been on in 1 minute into the podcast.
Thanks for tuning in this year.
Amazing. We are starting the new year's off with a bang and a little philosophy.
and a little philosophy.
Yeah. And some whining of me.
You haven't whined at all, Nathan. Not yet.
Not yet. Give me time.
Give me
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Well, all right. Well, yes. Turn 1, start of the year. We are Meeple Nation. I'm Nathan Howard.
I'm Andy Holiday.
And I'm Douglas Stewart.
With our powers combined, we put the Okayest in the world's most Okayest podcast. We love board games and we love getting together and having some good times. And we're excited about a new year of expanded gaming and looking forward to having all sorts of adventures, doing all sorts of great things, and just experiencing a great 2026. Can I upbeat that anymore?
The exuberance of youth.
Yeah. So let's kick it off.
All right. Well, we can't go much further without talking about our sponsor. The Meeple Nation podcast is sponsored by GameToppersLLC.com. Go to their website, check them out. We love our toppers. We have 5 toppers in the group, and we use them every week. In fact, we're using a topper now for recording. They have beautiful mats, beautiful accessories, and we have thoroughly enjoyed our years of being Game Topper owners. Check them out, GameToppersLLC.com.
Well, all right. It's a new year, so let's go. What have we been playing
That
so
was
far?
almost backwards. Wow, you almost did that backwards.
I almost did it back.
Or you cocked your wrist really, really hard. There it was.
How do you do that? Now I sound like I'm trying to transform or something like that.
2026 is going to be so good. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Let's just talk about some board games.
It's a good thing Amber Lee's not here to make fun of me.
I wish she was. Oh, my goodness. Well, it is Highlight 30.
It is Highlight 30.
I'm excited to talk about some stuff because I've been playing some things. Okay, let's start off with this. This was one that you and I got to play at Andy's house. It's Nathan and I played Andy's copy, and Andy did not play with us because he was playing something else.
That is true.
But this was Clank Catacombs and we put both of the expansions in there. So we
When
threw
I hadn't
in-
played either of the expansions.
I had not either.
Oh, okay.
So this was new for both of us. That's why it took us like 30 minutes to read rules beforehand, because I had to go through those books and read them really quick. But we played with the Lairs and Lost Chambers, and we played with the Underworld expansions. And I will just say Clank Catacombs already my favorite version of Clank outside of the Legacy. Those are, in a league all of their own. But this is definitely my favorite way to play Clank Catacombs. These expansions, in my opinion, make the game so much better.
I agree.
And now Lairs and Lost Chambers, I will say, if you are going to take one of these out, that's the one I would. It adds some more diversity and some fun things. And I don't think I'd ever take it out. I always want to play with it. But if you did have to choose one to not worry about, that's probably the one I would choose. But both of them were really good. I loved Underworld.
I thought it was great. Yeah, it made a good game even better.
Yeah, Clank has always been about, you have your safe house, you have the place you start from, and the tavern, whatever it is, and then you go down into the safe zone, and then you have the deep, right? And Underworld adds
deeper.
Well, the Underworld, so something deeper than the deep. And man, if you go down there and die, it's just game over. You're just done. So don't do that. Yeah. But really cool. Like you've got to collect a special currency in order to sort of be able to make it in the Underworld and to traverse certain paths and do certain things.
Which apparently is important.
Is it?
Apparently it's important.
Why would that be?
I don't know. I mean, Doug clearly explained it. And I heard it and I was aware of it. And I was like, looking at the Underworld, I was like, I was just planning on, there's positions where there's the boatman. And so I'm like, okay, I just have to pay the boatman there and there. And then my first turn in the Underworld, Doug's like, okay, yeah, remember you got to pay coin. You got to pay the toll at the beginning of your turn. And do those at the boatman token or the icons as well. I was like, I forgot my purse.
Nathan was down there like, how do I get out?
Yeah.
How do I get out?
I forgot my wallet. Do you take credit?
So I went down and then I turned around and went right back out.
Backing up, just backing on up. Yeah. No, really, really fun though.
It was really fun.
I enjoyed that dynamic. I enjoyed watching you flounder in the Underworld. I did enjoy the fact that the entrances to the Underworld can pop up in multiple different places on different tiles, and that, with the way that the game is set up, not all of the entrances will be there. So you have select entrances into the Underworld, and then you will have to kind of explore it from there. So it's its own kind of fun territory to explore with some unique things. You can get like an imp assistant that makes your, the secret tome cards worth a lot more points. There's a big boss to fight down there. There's a special prisoner and a special artifact. And it just did some things that I think make it kind of a standout little place to explore. And
well, it did some good things for you.
Yeah. I mean, it made an already what I would consider a great game all the greater. I will also just mention that the core game of Clank Catacombs comes with 100 cards that flush out. It's right at about 100 cards. I think it's pretty much right at 100 cards that flush out the market deck. Each one of these expansions adds another 50 cards, and the diversity that gives you in your deck build was, I thought, phenomenal. In fact, as I was playing through it and looking at the cards in the market row, I was like, oh my gosh, like you could come up with all kinds of different builds and things you could synergize with each other, and stuff you could try to do, and strategies you could go with built based on, what cards were coming out into the market. So very cool experience. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed it. I just wish I'd planned for the Underworld a little bit better, but I still very much enjoyed it. And I thought I was actually really surprised how bad I didn't lose by. And for having such a sour experience in the Underworld, and you having such a lucrative experience in the Underworld, I thought the point swing was going to be a lot more than 20 points, but that's what it turned out. Turned it out?
Yeah.
That's what it turned out. Turned out.
You had some very good, your last several turns scored you a ton of points.
Yeah. Yeah, I did have some, I had a ton of movement.
Yeah.
So I was able to,
which is good. You were, that's what saved you, is that you were able to get out.
Yeah.
Because you were at, you had one more cube. If one more cube would have been drawn, you would have been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was on my way out, and then I was like, I totally forgot to get an artifact, and I can't leave without an artifact.
He was at the door. Oh shoot, I forgot.
So I had to turn around, go back, and I was very lucky that I had like 5 movement on 2 turns in a row, which is really kind of unheard of. But
yeah.
But yeah, it was, and I was able to get, I went through several magic, or minor secrets locations, and picked up the weakest artifact, and then still made it back and out. And, I'm still only lost by 20 points. So
not bad.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job only losing by 20 points.
Yeah.
It'd been better if it was a tie, but
I would have won.
Wow.
I don't even know what the condition is, but I know I would have won.
That's true.
Yep.
Can confirm. because that is always how ties work for me.
Yeah,
Ties
for sure.
always break in the non-Doug direction.
The
Whatever that
non-Doug
is.
direction,
What,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. If it's a tie, I lose.
So I busted out Living Forest Duel. And so I know you're not necessarily disdain for duel games, but kind of your why for duel games.
To be clear, it's not disdain.
It's not disdain.
It's just a trend.
Yeah.
And everyone needs a duel game. And so I question whether they're good or not, because it's obviously a cash grab on the industry. Speaking about the industry as a whole, this is clearly these are really popular. I guess we better crank one out for our
kick
titles.
one out.
Yeah. And some of them are really good and some of them have been stinkers. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Not disdain though.
Yeah. But so this was Living Forest Duel, and my wife and I play a ton of this normal. And I guess normal, we play a lot of Living Forest. And I was asking my wife yesterday, in fact, and said, hey, do you want to learn this new game? And so we sat down and she's like, I know this game. We've already played this game. This isn't a new game. I was like, well, yeah, it is. It's this is a 2-player. Well, we always play it 2-player. Yeah, this is a different format. So but it was an interesting mechanic to it, though, is in Living Forest, you have your deck that you're trying to build out, and you have the solitary icons that once you draw a third one, you can't draw any more cards, and you're stuck from going from doing 2 actions to limited to doing 1 action. And so this similar mechanic is there in this one, but the unique thing about this is you have a shared deck. So as in Living Forest, there's multiple ways to trigger the end game and complete the end game. In this one, there is you're building out your little forest. You start with a fountain or a lake that is your color, and then you want to build a 3x3 grid. And if you can build that 3x3 grid, you win the game. Or if you cause the Anobi spirit to go to your opponent's edge, and then that will reset. So it goes to the far end of the line, and then I think there's 7 cards that if you run that Anobi spirit back through and off the edge again, you win. Or I'm trying to draw a blank. If you extinguish 8 fires, you win. Or there's a market row that's there, that if you have all of your cards in the market row, because one player is going to play as a summer, one player is going to play as the winter. So if you have all winter cards in there, then the winter player is going to roll or win. So very kind of unique ways. But the interesting thing is you have a shared deck. So I have a deck of cards that I'm going to flip over a card, and then my opponent's going to flip over a card. And we're making a shared column, a shared market row there. And at that any point, instead of flipping over a card, you can take one of your 2 action markers, and you can take a row of resources that's on the tiles. And it plays out so that you have 2 actions. So if you take an action, so if I take all the dirt, then the dirt is used. However, if more cards come out that have dirt on it, and I want to use dirt again, I can take all the new dirt that came out, but all the other dirt is used because I already took it. And it just, that whole mechanic of using the shared deck really kind of changed the game up a lot, and gave it a whole new feel. And I really kind of liked it. Both Cheryl and I really liked it. Had fun with it. Anxious to play it again. But Living Forest Duel is very much, it is still Living Forest, but it has its own feel. Kind of like a Sewell Duel versus a Sewell. There's a feel of a Sewell, but a Sewell Duel is much different. So, but anyways, that's Living Forest Duel.
Nice.
It's not nearly as fun to say as a Sewell Duel.
No,
that is true. Well, I got a new game within the last 2 weeks. This is one that you have had a chance to play, Nathan. Doug has not yet. And it's a Uwe Rosenberg game.
Oh, yeah. This one was fun.
And it's called Click-a-Tree. And I thought it was really cool. It was kind of a fun game. So it definitely has a quick-paced feel like Applejack does.
Yeah.
But it is definitely not the same game as Applejack. It's pretty thinky, actually. You have to do some planning, and there's some forethought going on. So you have a board that is going to be essentially your storage and your winning condition board, that you have 7 different fruits at the bottom. Now, those fruits cannot move up on your storage, you can only store one fruit at the beginning of the game. In order to open up more storage slots, you have to complete objectives. When you completed an objective, you get to take a tile off of your personal board, and that will open up a slot to store more fruit. And everybody in the game has the same objectives. And as you're building your grove of trees, so you're going to take 2 trees, you're going to pay for them if there's a center piece in the middle of the board, and there are going to be landscape tiles. You pay the fruit that is in between those 2 landscape tiles. You take the landscape tiles, you add them to your board. You can potentially harvest if you place them next to a harvest tile. And then after you place those, then you're going to take one of your 2 face-up harvest tiles, place that harvest tile, which could also trigger a harvest. Whenever you harvest, you get to add more fruit resources to your storage if you have space. So the object of the game is to get you have some number tokens. You want to try to move those down and move your fruit up in the storage. So if you can get whatever the numbers are on the side, if you can get that many fruits above that number, you will trigger the end of the game. You will be considered winning the game unless someone else manages to do that by the end of the round. So you finish the round out, and then if you have multiple players that finish, then you're going to count up points based on how high each of the fruits are up on that track. But it plays quickly, and yet I love how much you really do have to plan to do well.
There's a lot of challenge in that game for such a simple game.
Yeah.
Which is great with Uwe Rosenberg games.
It is.
You come through and it's a very simple mechanic, very simple theme, but some very deep strategy into it.
So it's one I think you would like, Doug. It's pretty fun.
Cool. Yeah. I'm always down to try an Uwe Rosenberg, right? Like he is hit and miss for me.
Me as well.
And so it's not like everything he does is amazing, but he does enough like really good, consistent work that I'm always intrigued. So it's definitely one I'll try at least once.
And I got another new Uwe Rosenberg game, I believe. I'll have to look that up. To be continued.
Okay. Well, while you are thinking about that, I'll talk about the next one that I wanted to bring up today, and that was the Star Wars deck building game. So the new Mandalorian faction came out. And
have you got a chance to try this?
And my son and I were inspired. So Brigham and I sat down and played some games of this, and I have to say, it's real good. It's real good.
It's real good.
Oh, I want to try it.
It's amazing. The Mandalorian faction is super fun. And you know how each faction in the game kind of has its own, like you can pretty much play all of them fairly straightforward, but they each have like a particular thing or mechanism that they kind of lean into. The Mandalorian's thing is on that force track. So, there's the tug of war between, is the force with me? Is it with my opponent? Right. Whatever. The thing with the Mandalorians is they want that to stay neutral. So they don't necessarily want it on their side. They also don't necessarily want it on the opponent's side. They want it in that central neutral space. And if they can get it there, and there's a lot of tools in their cards to get it there. So it's not like a really hard thing to do. But if they can keep that force track neutral, it triggers a bunch of extra things they can do with their cards when they're played. Thematically, it was awesome. The art was really good. It was super smooth. And this just continues to be, I think, one of the best deck building games out there. I love it.
It is good.
So, also of note, because some people will be interested in this, and it's certainly something I would like to try, but the Mandalorian pack, the faction pack, also comes with a bunch of cards that flush out the 3-player version of the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. And so the one card, so you know how I was talking about that force track, and it's kind of a 2-way thing. Now it turns it into a 3-way thing. So it goes up and over, and also can point to a third player. So you can vie for control. And then the way the market is done is just a little bit different. And it comes with a whole bunch of cards. I think there's like almost 30 cards that it comes with that you just include in a 3-player game. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So that's something we'll want to try soon as well.
Very cool. I'm excited to try that.
It's really good. And the game's already good, right? It'd be hard to miss, but the more of these factions that they want to come out with for this game, the better. I'm down to playing all of them.
What you got, Nathan?
I'm still just trying to find the name of that game. All right, I'm out.
I'm out.
Can't find it. I think it's so it's actually not a new game, but it's the big box version of Noosefjord. Fjord, not Ford. Gotta have your old man eyes on.
You do.
I do, but then I had my computer too far away, trying to adjust for focus, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Noosefjord, the big box. That's what I just got.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. The big box, no less.
Yeah. That's the way I roll.
How many copies did you get?
It's not very nice. It's a new year.
It's a legit question.
It's a new year. Just leave me alone. I haven't bought duplicates of anything yet. That's not true.
Right.
Yeah, because I have 3 copies of Underworld.
Why?
Well, because originally, when I ordered it, it was each of us wanted a copy, and then the Kickstarter happened.
Oh, and you two backed it.
And we backed it.
Oh, no. And then you
so
still
I'm
had
like,
them on order?
I still had them on order, and then they show up,
no.
and I'm like, oh, yeah, somebody probably should have canceled those, but...
Got a couple extra copies to sell at SaltCON.
Yeah. So, well, with being the first episode of the year, maybe we just cut our highlights right there and just jump to what we're excited about for this year.
Okay.
Because we're looking forward to a big year.
Yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. So I agree.
yeah, let's just jump to what? Whoa, you did jump.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was impressive. Didn't even hurt yourself.
No.
Well, not that we know of.
Not that we know of. Yeah,
He could be sitting over there in pain trying to hide it up.
I'll
Just
pay
like,
for
okay,
that
guys.
later.
I'm gonna be paying for that later.
Apparently in 2026, this is Meeple Nation Old Man Edition. So probably is in some pain.
All right. Well, what are we looking for? What is something that is?
Can you rephrase that one more time?
Let me try.
Could you give it one more stab?
It's a new year. There's got to be something that has you way excited for either Kickstarter fulfillment or just on the board game horizon. For me, I have 2 things, and they're both G.I. Joe.
Do tell.
Do tell. G.I. Joe Operation Cobra, which is, we've talked about in the past. This is like Star Wars Imperial Assault, but with G.I. Joe. And I keep getting updates, and I am way excited about this because the first of this year, we are going to start our Star Wars Imperial Assault campaign again.
Yeah.
Douglas has declared that he is going to be the dark side and crush us.
Well, there's been no claims of crushing, but I will play the Imperial player.
And so I'm hoping to just, as soon as we get done with that, hopefully that gives us enough time that we can just jump right into this other one. And the other G.I. Joe theme is G.I. Joe Heroscape, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
So that's just another kind of campaign as I'm getting ready for spring, trying to figure out what games I'm going to cull. And before I get too far, I'm going to get to SaltCON Spring. We got SaltCON Bryce coming up.
Indeed we do.
In just a week or a few days.
Yeah.
And so that's way excited about that. That's I always look forward to SaltCON Bryce. But wow, I just kind of went on 3 highlights there. All right, we're done.
Yeah, and all this G.I. Joe talk, of course, is coming from the same guy who talked up a big G.I. Joe RPG campaign back in the day, and we were all excited and bought the books and got all ready for that.
And I just got a new book too, the Hawks Files or whatever it is, and I was flipping through that, and that did get me more excited because that was kind of more
Get the Power Rangers book so we can learn how to play.
Yeah, good old Renegade Power Rangers.
Well.
But
if it's not going to happen, I'm going to sell my stuff.
It's going to happen. It's so going to happen. It's got to happen.
Well,
somebody's got to get.
When?
Somebody's got to stop playing video games.
Yeah,
that'll do it. I will do it.
So, but anyways, what are you guys excited about?
So right now, I think beginning of the year for me is a little bit. It's almost kind of the wrong time to look at like what you're looking forward to, just because things slow down. Right.
Yeah.
There's the New Year sort of lull in announcements and stuff. And that's for good reason, right? It's not the best time to be launching campaigns and introducing new products and all that. Doesn't mean that it's not still happening. There's still a lot of stuff coming out, but I think most of the companies, most big companies and big titles wait till the year gets well underway before they start making announcements and talking about some of those things. So there's just a little bit of a lull, but it's a time for me where I get really excited about Kickstarters. Like, and I start looking forward to, I kind of go through my list and start cleaning up, and I start thinking like, okay, what do I have that's coming down the pipes and what can I kind of expect and look forward to this year? Now, we've talked about this a number of times, and I have definitely backed off of Kickstarters. In fact, I've really let my foot off the gas when it comes to Kickstarters. But I still have like 2 years of Kickstarter stuff to be looking forward to. So it's going to be a little while before, you know, that backlog clears out, everything fulfills, and I'm done talking about it.
And you'll be like, I wish I would have backed stuff back then.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see. This is going to be a year of culling for me. Last year,
Me too.
The side tangent here a little bit, but like last year was I'm going to get through it. I'm going to do Shelf of Shame, and I'm going to bust through them, and blah blah blah. And then life got so busy, and it was like, yeah, I am never going to play most of these games that are on my Shelf of Shame. I need to just start getting rid of them. So it's going to be a big year of culling stuff, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited to see some of the things coming in the mail. Awaken Realms, Lands of Evershade. This is one I'm very much looking forward to. This is kind of their take on a bigger, RPG style, like a Dungeons and Dragons style game, but it's all kind of contained, right? It's an RPG in a box. It's Awaken Realms version of an RPG in a box. And from thematics to gameplay to components, you name it, this is one that I'm really looking forward to. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I also just think it's going to be a beautiful experience. A beautiful Awaken Realms experience.
Awaken Realms does a good job.
I am very much looking forward to getting Grim Coven to the table.
Yes.
And getting many plays of that under our belts.
Yeah.
Many plays. That game looks awesome. I've played through the tutorial, and it is pretty stinking fun. So we need to get it played several more times before SaltCON, since I am hosting that for SaltCON. So hopefully you guys are in.
It's kind of funny how that drive gets stuff learned, right?
It does. Funny how that works, huh?
True that.
But no, this game looks amazing. So it's kind of a boss battler. You do fight some minions, but it's mostly a boss battler game. And I think it's really kind of fun because you're gaining corruption as you're playing, and then you hit a threshold to the point to where you switch over to your corrupted character and you become substantially more powerful, and you actually even switch your miniature out to this corrupted looking miniature of what you once were. And it's cool when you gain enough, as you're going up that corruption track, that's how you level up as well. So you'll either get to gain another die, which it's kind of a dice placement for actions. So you'll gain another die to use for actions, or you can gain an ability card. So you'll draw 2, keep 1 ability card that honestly can really help build your character out on doing certain things that you want to do. So I played the Gunslinger and Duality, and both of them played very differently. They were really a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get into some of the other characters to see how they play. But overall, I think it's been really fun, and I'm really excited to get into more of these scenarios.
That sounds way cool.
Awesome.
So, I mean, you talk about the corruption and changing out your character. That reminds me of, the customization that you can do with the Wire Road.
Oathsworn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That, you change your weapon, you can change the weapon on your miniature. And
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think that's cool. That's a nice feature. I like that. Excellent. Well, I rattled off a bunch. Will you guys allow me to do another one?
One more.
One more?
Yeah,
okay, maybe more than one, but at least one more.
But at least one more?
It depends on how long you talk.
Well, I got to talk for a little bit because I lost my tab.
And we're stalling.
Stalling for some time. And something I talked about last week from one of my highlights of 2025 should be fulfilling this year, and I'm really excited about that, and that is Azure. And not only is it Azure, but there are, and I can't remember all the games that come with it, but there is a series of games that are all coming in this Kickstarter, all from Bitewing Games. And but Azure is an excellent 2-player game. Very simple. You have 4 gods that you're trying to take control. They're not gods. What are they? They're spirits that you're trying to get control of, because they will allow you to advance on the track. And the track is just this nice little spiral track. And if you're the first person to get to the center, you win. And you have 4 grids that are on the board, and you're trying to add your tokens onto the board, but you can only add to the 4 sections depending on which colors of cards you have, because there's the 4 different colors of cards. But and each of the locations has a cost, and some of them have an outrageous cost. They have an outrageous cost, like 7 or 6, that you're going to be really hard pressed to have that many cards in your hand. But if you have in that correlating row and column, if you have tokens that are in that, then that's actually going to reduce that cost, making cards easier to play, or you're making your tokens easier to play on those spots to gain points. But a lot of this kind of reminds me of it's not necessarily an Uwe Rosenberg, but it's a very simple game. But there's a lot of strategy, of trying to have control of the spirits and trying to be able to draw those cards that are going to get you the points. Very quick game. It's only plays 20 minutes, and then you're done. But super good game. I've played a ton of this on BGA already, and just playing it with Jody was kind of funny. There was one of those games where it's like, well, we just tried it out because it was in my try to rush to get my goals done, and then he and I both ended up going to the Kickstarter because I was saying I don't do any Kickstarters, so I'm not going to back it, and he's like, yeah, me neither, but I just did. So I was like, oh, well, so did I.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah. So, but anyways, Azure, and I'm totally drawn a blank on the other games. I should look those up real quick. Iliad and Icor. I think Icor was in the set, and I want to say Spectral, but don't quote me on those.
Okay.
So
Okay, we won't. Consider it done.
Consider it done. Yeah, Iliad is for sure on there, and
Nathan said.
it's gold. It's written in gold. Spectral was 2024 game. That might have been in the set too. And Icor might have been in the last year. Nope, Icor's in the new set. Anyways, Azure is the one I'm really excited about. I haven't tried these other ones. I'm looking forward to them though.
Awesome. Cool. I like it when you actually get real copies of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to play.
Yeah, it's great.
If you just get that chip off your shoulder.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think that's a 2026 goal.
I don't think that's a 26 goal. I mean, it might be of Amberley's.
It's not for me,
she's
but
not
it's
here.
Not for Andy is what I mean.
No, it's definitely not. I have a hard enough time getting everything done as it is. So the last thing I need is another distraction. Speaking of distractions, the corridor opened into a searing hot chamber that served as the giant's kitchen. The air is thick and greasy, dominated by the noxious smell of pungent stench in the overflowing iron pots, only now amplified 100 times by its source. Crude, immense stone hearths lined the far walls, glowing fiercely with banked coals and supporting iron cauldrons, the size of wagon wheels. 3 hulking ogres, draped in stained leather aprons, slave over the sweating heat, stirring vast bubbling pots filled with a truly foul grayish sludge speckled with unidentifiable organs. The largest of the 3, a brute with a single horn broken off near his brow, suddenly roars a phrase in a guttural language. His companions immediately erupt in a booming, wheezing laughter, their grins wide and unsettling. The moment the adventurers stepped into the flickering light, however, the laughter died instantly. The ogre's smiles curled into sneers, and a predatory, hungry look crossed their faces. "Looks like food deliver itself today," the large ogre cackled, his voice broken, gravelly rasp of common.
Wow, that was quite the tale there.
So I am writing a D&D adventure for our sons.
Oh, okay.
And that was a small taste of what they're going to be getting themselves into.
I love it.
And it's been fun.
This has been Story Hour on Meeple Nation.
You know what's funny? It was back in the day. I mean, you could actually call the library, and the library, when you were a little kid, the library would read a book to you over the phone, which was like the stupidest thing ever.
Are you serious?
Because,
That
yeah,
was
Are
a
you
thing?
for real?
yeah, it was the thing. You could call the library, and they're
You're kidding.
No. But
How
I mean, it would just
old
tie up.
are you?
Yeah, I'm old.
They had phones? Yeah. That's what I was really surprised about.
But that's the thing. It was dumb because kids would call in and listen to this book, right? And they'd be listening to a half hour of this book, and your line was busy at that time because that was before
Before you had call waiting or
Call
anything
waiting.
It
else.
was a shared line, wasn't it?
there was a party line.
Party line.
Yeah.
Everybody tunes in for the story hour.
Everyone, I'm calling the library.
Yeah.
It's Story Hour.
Anyways, your reading of that just actually took me right back to that.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, it's good times.
So I'm excited to. I haven't written an adventure like this where I'm writing it for years, and it's been actually really fun. I've got started on it. I kind of started at the end and to try to figure out how to write the beginning, and so I've got to hopefully have time to write the beginning this week since we're starting on Saturday. But I know all the three boys are really excited. So I think it's going to be fun. They're stoked. We got their characters all made, and it's we're gonna try to get them learned on the D&D 3.5 instead of the 5th edition, because that's what I know.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I mean, I have all the 3.5 books, so not all of them, but I have a ton of the 3.5 books.
I have a lot of the 5th edition books too, because I have issues, but yeah. Anyway,
I can relate.
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for this D&D campaign. I know my son is, and your son, Doug.
Yeah, he's excited. He's very excited.
So
that's going to be really fun.
Something to look forward to.
Definitely. That's awesome. Well, I have my list of Kickstarters that I'm excited for is long, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these. I'm just going to rattle off a few. I've got Stonesaga is one that I'm looking forward to. This is an Open Owl Studios game that they do Stars of Okayest that you two might be slightly familiar with.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
So Stonesaga is one that I'm looking forward to. Just looks like a really fun, well-designed game. The expansion for Dinogenics, New Arrivals.
Ooh, that's right.
Which is an expansion and a retooling, which is, I think, kind of exciting. And so that one should be showing up hopefully sooner rather than later. That should be an early 2026
that shows
arrival.
Dinogenics should have been on my highlights from last year too, because I love that game.
Yeah, Dinogenics is really good. So I'm excited for that. There is a reprinting of Harakiri, Blades of Honor. So this is kind of it's got a very Asian theme to it, and it's a Asian RPG dungeon crawl. And so that's one that I'm really looking forward to. It has very good reviews, and I know the people have been playing it, have really liked it. And so I got in on the reprint of that, and I'm looking forward to it. Long Dark Sea, another one that I'm looking forward to that looks fantastic with a great art direction and really fun play. And then, of course, one that we've been talking about now for a very long time that I think we're finally going to get to the table this year. Horror on the Orient Express.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even put that on my list.
That was like that. We were talking about that in late 2023.
Yeah.
When it had first been announced, and we were like, we got to wait all the way to 2025.
Yeah, 2025
just came and went. I don't know if, I don't know if folks are. Anyway, yeah, I think the length of some of these Kickstarters and the amount of time they spend in development in order to come out is getting a little bit ridiculous. But this is one that we've all had our eye on, and I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm way excited about it.
I hope it's worth the wait.
Yeah, me too, because it's been a long wait.
It has. So those are just a few. I'll stop there. Maybe I'll cycle around to some of the others a little bit later, but those are some that I'm definitely looking forward to in 2026.
I have an announcement to make.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to launch into another reading.
I might.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not going to.
Aww.
I may be buying a party game this year.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Wow.
You grow up so fast, Andy.
Let's not push it. It's just one.
Wow.
I'm allotted one per year. I got one last year.
Let me just
repeat. Where it starts.
Wow.
That's where it starts. Starts off as one a year, and then it's
that's a thing.
If they keep coming out with bearable ones or even fun ones, then
it called fun games.
That's what you call them. That doesn't mean that's what they're called. Anyway, so Nathan, you introduced us to Secret Identities about 3 months ago now.
Yeah.
And I hosted a work party with all the guys on my team. And so we had a couple days later, we had like a work party with everybody in our building. And so we were down at one of the venues down at the Monarch, and I was sitting with my team and their spouses. And I asked them, so what did you guys think of the two games? And one of the spouses, she's like, every game we've played at your house is now at my house.
So what was the other game? So Secret Identities and what else?
We played Secret Identities and we played That Escalated Quickly.
Which is your two-party games.
Which are the two-party games, yeah. So
That Escalated Quickly. I feel like I've played that one. Have I played that one?
We played that at MonCon. Yeah.
Was it good?
Everybody had fun at MonCon.
I thought it was great.
I actually didn't get to play it at MonCon, but everybody was hooting and hollering and laughing.
It was funny. Now, this is one that is even better with the right people. You get people that really get into the game, and it is so fun because these can get some wild tales being told at the table.
Oh, this is the 1 to 10 game.
It is a 1 to 10 game.
Okay, yeah. Great game. Avoid at higher player counts. It's a party game, but don't play this with more than like 8 people.
It is supposed to be maxed out at 8.
Okay.
So that explains that's the player count is up to 8. So Yeah, and we played it at 7, or no, we played it at 8. We played it at 8, and it went well, and we had a lot of fun. There were definitely some of the guys around the table that were a little more into it than others, but the ones that were into it, there was some laughs. So between that and then just people had general fun at the secret identities, and there were some laughs at that during that game too.
Well,
So,
good.
Yeah, we had fun.
Well, that is awesome. That's the way it should be.
I got to have some party games for stuff like that.
You
anyway.
should have some
For
party
stuff like
games.
that.
For stuff like that. You should just stop being a grump and have some fun.
Don't you know who I am?
I do.
Have you met Andy?
Although, we played, was that Snake Oil?
Yeah.
It's a really stupid game. But
Yes, it is.
we played it at your house at Hug a Meeple Con for
That was a long time
3
ago.
years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
And man, that was a hoot.
Yeah.
And I bought that game, and it's the same thing that Medium that we played at, you didn't play it, but
You're
we
right.
played at BryceCon several years back, 3 years back.
Oh, this has been
Is
longer
that, is that the one that was having you guys just rolling on the
Yes.
floor?
Oh,
2
yeah.
a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And then I've played both of those games since, and it's just kind of like, wah, wah, wah.
So those are the games where you have to have the right people at the right hour.
At the right hour, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. Although I will say that Lydia still really likes Medium, and she will ask to play it when we have company over from time to time. And we do have a pretty good time playing that. I actually think Medium's a pretty fun game. I mean, for what it is.
It's
not
it's
when
not
I'm-
a life-changing game. By
Yeah,
any
not when
means.
I'm personally reaching for a lot or very often or really ever, but it's on the shelf. Lydia likes it. She reaches for it sometimes. And when I participate, it is fun. It's a fun game.
Yep. Threshold is it kind of gives me a little bit of vibe of what was that game that we played just not too long ago with all the cards where I built the plasma rifle out of
Vantage?
Vantage. Yes, it kind of gives me a feel of Vantage, but Threshold is a massive, just by the artwork. Okay. Just take it and stop.
No, I
right
can
there.
see that. I definitely could see that. Yeah.
Is a massive open world role playing game that blends tactical card based combat, deep character customization, endless loot, and a living world that responds to your choices. This is going to be something that I think we're all going to very much enjoy.
So let's all get on the same page with this, because we have conversations and then we forget, and then different people spend more money than they need to. Because this is one that Andy brought up, because it looks like World of Warcraft, and that's what it's kind of touted as, is like it's kind of a World of Warcraft like open world style game.
I see it.
Now the Kickstarter for this ran, and I sent out a message to both of you and said, "Are you two going to back this?" And you both said no.
That is correct.
So I did.
Awesome.
Good.
So don't buy it. That's
I
what I'm
won't.
saying. Or if you are going to buy it, let me know before I open mine so I can sell it before I crack into mine.
Yeah. No.
I'm not going to back it or buy it, so I'm glad
It
you
looks
did.
awesome.
It looks amazing.
I got reading and looking at the preliminary rule book and everything on this one, and it looks really good. And that is in my I don't back Kickstarters phase of life. So this one, I broke my rule for this one because it does look really good.
Well, good. That should be fulfilling this year. And
People are not going to believe me when I say I don't back stuff
Yeah.
anymore, because I am going to still be talking about Kickstarter for a long time.
It's not going to be like when Nathan says it, though.
No, really, guys, I can quit anytime. I promise.
I can. I have. I don't back Kickstarters.
I think I just saw an email today, actually, that said Nathan backed something.
I don't think so.
does not
Was it today or
surprise
yesterday?
Maybe yesterday.
It does not surprise
What
me.
was it, though? I can't even remember what it was. That's how excited I was about it.
And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm in. And I'm in on that, too.
But yeah, no, this Threshold looks really good. So I'm excited that you have it, so I don't have to.
Great. And I'm excited that we're not going to have multiple copies of a big multi-hundreds of dollars game sitting on our shelves.
Definitely not. Because, Azure I didn't back yesterday. What did I back? I did back something.
This episode has been all Nathan, like, I need to find that out. I need to look that up. What was that? And then we come back to him 5 minutes later. He's like, I don't know. I don't know.
This guy.
Moved on to the next mystery of my life. Oh, that's
The
awesome.
funny thing is Andy's trying to look it up too. He's like, I know, I just saw this email.
I did see that I am excited for this other Kickstarter that's coming. So I backed Heroscape, and it's basically terrain like a Heroscape, but it's just terrain. and I'm really hoping it's compatible with Heroscape because that's going to make for some
I do remember this. Yeah.
awesome maps. I'm so excited. So that should be shipping. I think it's shipped. So I should be receiving that soon. And we did a big battle, Star Wars miniatures battle. We used the Heroscape stuff. I think it'd be fun to do a big Heroscape battle with it, but just set up a monstrous map. I know that our friend Jared, he wants to get into do some BattleTech. When he saw the setup we had for Star Wars, he's like, hey, we need to do a BattleTech session with the Heroscape stuff. That'd be fun.
That wouldn't make me cry at all. I loved that session we played. I was about to say not that long ago. I think it was already like a year and a half ago.
Of BattleTech?
Yeah.
Yeah, BattleTech's great.
Oh,
It was really fun though.
It was so much fun.
it was Raw, the dice game reprint that I backed.
Oh, yeah.
So nothing really exciting, but it wasn't any new game, but it was just a bunch of little games.
Those that up.
So in the mountain of mysteries that has been this episode, there is an answer to one
There's
of them.
one solved.
It was Raw, the dice game.
I think I solved the other. I think it was Norsfjord or Nosfjord, whatever it was.
We don't need to revisit. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Fine. I'm just going to at the game table.
Well, okay. I'm gonna move on from Kickstarters. I've got a few more. We've kind of talked about most of them in the past. Although I guess I will one more. Into the Godsgrave, Lucky Duck Games. This is their RPG take on the Destiny system, the Dark Quarter system, kind of that, that thing that they do. That's that whole type of game that they like to develop. That's the app integrated exploration and discovery style game. But this is kind of the RPG version of that, and it looks awesome.
Speaking of that, have you busted into your Chronicles of Crime Noir at all?
Yes,
You
the
have?
Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noir is really good.
Okay.
Noir is my favorite.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's excellent. I have so much Chronicles of Crime stuff that I still need to play that I kind of passed on that last Kickstarter of stuff they did. Although it'll be available after the fact. So hopefully we can get caught up. I really like Chronicles of Crime.
I do too.
But there's a lot of it, and I need to play more of it. Anyway, Noir was my personal favorite. Yes. Into the Godsgrave looks really good. I love Lucky Duck Games. They do really good stuff. But
they do.
What I really want to talk about, this is something we mentioned in our year wrap-up episode, but 2026, we're going to get back to Battle of Hoth.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I haven't played it yet.
It's
you haven't?
really good.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Yeah. So
my biggest goal is similar to my goal of last year, and that is to bust through and finish campaign games. I've done really well on getting through campaign games this year. I haven't finished any of them, but I have progressed in a lot of campaign games, which has been awesome. And I've started new ones too, and plan to start other ones.
That's good. I'm excited for you because we talked about, so I talked about bass. I talked bass.
I didn't know you fished.
We were some fishing, yeah.
talk bass to me.
And where was I going? Last week, we talked about the year end, and I talked about players that I played with. And, I played 492 games with Douglas. And I played 1,000 games with my wife. And I played 93 games with you.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
It is. And it's because you don't invite us to the cool kid table.
I'll invite you.
But anyways, I'm excited for these games to get through, and I'm excited to start some different campaign games so that I don't know if we're going to include you or not, since you don't include us.
Wow.
We're totally going to include you.
Yes, we are.
But we got Star Wars Imperial Assault.
I am excited about that.
And I'm way excited for that.
Actually, with the new podcast format, it's opened up a lot of time for us to get through some of those, and we've been busting through a lot of stuff. It's been very exciting.
It's been quite rewarding to and it's been a little bit painful too, because I still feel bad that we're not doing weekly episodes, but my stress has gone down quite a bit.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's quality of life, man.
Yeah. So, but anyways, still love talking about board games.
We like to listen to you talk about board games, Nathan.
Sometimes I talk about other things too and ramble on and on and on. So another one that looks kind of fun. I'm kind of on the fence on this one, but it's on my list of things that I'm excited about. And this is Heroes of the Shire, which would make you think Lord of the Rings, but it is definitely not. And it is Light and Shadow, or maybe it is Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Could be Lord of the Rings. Definitely does not look Lord of the Rings.
What's it called? It's not even in your notes.
Heroes of the Shire, Light and Shadow.
Totally has got to be Heroes of the Rings. Wow. Now I'm feeling like Nathan. Lord of the Rings.
Welcome to the game table.
Dang it.
No, it is definitely not. I mean, I guess that could be. It wasn't Boromir. Who was the big bear guy?
Heroes of
Bjorn?
the Shire?
Bjorn, yeah. Heroes of the Shire, Light and Shadow. So this is, let me get back to, so I can tell you what this game is. This is a 1 to 6 player. So it's going to be, looks like it's about 30 minutes per player. This is a turn-based combat game. So this is kind of where this is going to be, you're fighting each other. So it could sink or swim. So take it for that. Where players cast spells, use abilities, and learn combat to combos to defeat their enemies. With 20 plus characters, 12 bosses, and over 800 spells and abilities, no two games will ever be the same. There are two main games. You have the arena style and scenario style. So the scenario style is probably going to be more what we're going to be playing, but the arena style there is an option as well. But the scenario mode is a competitive mode where players travel through a themed scenario, defeating bosses and trash mobs via the adventure tile system. One pre-selected player, villain, who will defend the enemies by taking actions for each of the enemy units. This is kind of that one versus many, but I think it has kind of more of a one person is just running the dungeon, not necessarily versus the dungeon. But anyways, I think this could be fun. I don't want to say it's going to be fun because it's still on my cautionary wish list, but it's something that I have my eye on.
Nice. I went and clicked on a random image on BGG, and it came up with a
Carmen
woman,
Sandiego?
Yeah, Carmen Sandiego, woman in a cape and a big Carmen Sandiego hat, and she's wielding a looks like a steampunk shotgun.
Oh, really?
So this is definitely not Lord of the Rings. I can put that one to bed. It's not.
Yeah, that'd be one heck of a version of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that'd be pretty incredible. Maybe the version of Lord of the Rings we always wanted.
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe it's just the future of Middle Earth. Where's Carmen Sandiego?
That's why no one can find her.
Maybe so. She's in the Shire. Who knew?
I love that. There's an artist that has some artwork, and it has Where's Waldo? It has Waldo and Carmen Sandiego, and they're sitting at a pub, and at the door is Mandalorian.
Oh, nice.
And they're both panicked, like, oh no.
That's awesome. I love it.
He found him.
So did you guys see that there is a new expansion for Formaggio coming out?
For what?
Formaggio.
Oh, yes. Wait, a new expansion? Or
there's a new expansion
standalone for Formaggio.
Formaggio. Yes, my
Formaggio. It's called Formaggio.
But before we go any further into the conversation, because people listening to this are yelling at us right now, it is not an expansion. It is a standalone.
Yes, it is standalone.
Yeah, standalone.
Yeah. And my copy should be fulfilling any day now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Fromage was a game that I very much enjoyed.
I did. I really enjoyed it.
No, I loved it. Like, actually was like really, really loved it, but it did burn out fast. Like for me, it was a flash in the pan, like super, super fun. And then after, and to be clear, I think I played it, I'd have to look it up, but it was somewhere between like 15 and 20 games. So I played it quite a bit, but, I mean, I think that's quite a bit anyway, but, I played it enough that it lost its luster and it became kind of samey. And after that many plays, for me, it was kind of like, okay. So I will be really curious to see if this one has a little more like staying power. I'm sure it's going to be fun. And Fromage was super fun. I mean, I'm not dogging on the game at all. It just was super fun and then died off quick. And I'm wondering if this one will have a little bit more of a lasting curb.
Well, this one can be combined with the original game.
Can it really?
Yeah, you can combine it and you can mix and match the 4 quadrants so you get a different experience every time. So it can change it up and maybe increase that replayability for you.
Oh, nice. I thought that it was its own standalone experience. I did not know.
It's a standalone expansion, but it can be combined with the base game.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool.
So Fromage for me, I had a similar experience as you, Douglas, where it was kind of boom, and I took a break from it, and then Al Stewart was like, actually, I think it was on my. I think I brought it up if anybody wanted to play Fromage on the Discord, and Brad, Al, and I have been playing it probably like 20 times now. And maybe not 20 times, maybe 15 times. But I have, because I was kind of done with it too. And then I had backed the Formaggio standalone. And so there was a little bit of interest in it. And coming back to it and revisiting it, I have really, really enjoyed my plays of Fromage. So
Awesome.
because I got burned down on it, and I was like, okay, whatever. It's an okay game, but coming back to it, I'm pretty
We
excited.
need to
about
get Nathan to play
No, we don't.
Wingspan on UGA.
Oh my goodness. Could this be
It
the
might.
thing?
It might be a thing.
I'm going to invite him to a game tonight.
I mean, I haven't.
He's going to come
played
back to it and be like,
This is
Wingspan is the greatest game I've ever played.
I'm back.
I'm back,
My
guys.
sanity has returned.
2026. It's going to be amazing.
It's the year of Wingspan.
The year of Wingspan. You were so weird about that.
All right, I got one final one.
All right.
Estoy muy animado por el juego Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, that's coming out this year.
Oh
and
man,
it's-
Puerto Rico. I am so excited for that deluxe edition coming out. It looks so good.
And I got most of that sentence, by the way.
You did? Hey, those Spanish lessons are coming along.
Yeah, I
Nathan.
had most of
so
that.
proud of you. Yeah, it looks so good. I've loved my copy of the Castles of Burgundy, and
That is
the fact
phenomenal.
that they're doing a version of like that for Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico is it is a classic, and it still is really fun to play. It's one of those where, so many of those classic games you play and you're like, okay, yeah, it was okay. It was fun. But I think Puerto Rico, it stands the test of time. It's still a really good, great game. And I'm really excited for this edition to come out.
Yeah, and that's one that I really enjoyed it, but it did kind of phase out for me. But for some reason, I backed it, so I'm
Did you?
very excited to play it as well.
No, I mean, there's just so many other games like Attica and stuff that were just kind of when they use those old games. You right, Doug? Like Attica?
Yeah. I agree.
Attica is such a great game. You guys are up in the night.
Says the guy who doesn't like Wingspan.
Such an
I'll take my own
game.
counsel. Okay, Nathan? Take my own counsel on this. I didn't mind Attica. It was fine. It's okay. It's just okay.
Me too.
All right. Anybody have anything else you want to talk about?
I am hoping that in 2026 I can't. So I talked about it being a year of culling. It definitely is going to be, without a doubt, because I just can't make it through all my shelf of shame games.
Yeah.
But I do plan on making it through some of them, and I'm hoping to really reduce that number by selling and playing.
Yeah.
So a combination of the two. But I'm hoping to get Nucleum to the table, Burn Cycle, Mage Knight, Nemesis, The Great Wall. I've got so many games that I need to get played. But one of the games at the top of that list that I really, really think needs to be an experience we need to aim to have this year is War of the Ring.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's
was
a
really
classic.
hoping-
It's an amazing game. I know
Very
the
highly
community
rated.
loves it, highly rated, and
Yeah.
it's one that it's an experience none of us have had.
true.
And I'm really hoping to remedy that this year.
I was hoping you were going to say the island of Iboza.
You're talking gibberish.
Yeah, the Jurassic Park legacy game.
The legacy game. Well, that's definitely on there. That's not getting cold. That
Good.
is going to
Good.
that'll get played.
I was gonna say,
Actually,
if it is.
actually, Amberly has a lot of desire to play that one, so maybe
Put it
that one
on
gets
my
bumped
shelf.
up. Yeah, that
Looks
one might get
good.
bumped up.
It looks way good.
So,
I still got to play your Sniper Elite too that I saved from your coal pile.
oh yeah, that's right.
As I was looking at games, I was getting ready to cull because I filled up 5 tubs so far. So
Nice.
Wow. Already in anticipation for March, huh?
yeah,
Wow.
so
I've got to start doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a little painful actually to see a lot of the stuff go.
and the thing
But
is,
but it has to.
yeah,
I'm
and
not
the thing
gonna get
is,
to it.
I'm gonna have to. I'm planning on selling a lot of these games $5-10 because I mean some of them are older games like some old Catan, the Ent Decker, and some old that were really great back in the day. But I'm just you look at a game and I'm like I like the idea of that game, but am I going to spend the time to read those rules, or am I going to read these rules?
Exactly.
And it comes down to that, a lot of that decision.
100%.
And so, a lot of them are going, and then I'm hoping that some of these will just get played.
Yeah. That's the goal, right? Because, we talk about analysis paralysis being a thing when you're playing a game, but my game room's starting to get to the point where I've got a little bit of analysis paralysis when I'm down just trying to choose a game or select what the next rule book I want to read or whatever. And I go down and I sit and I look and it's kind of like, and then I end up just playing something I'm already familiar with because it just feels a little overwhelming, and there's some guilt associated with that and that kind of thing. And so, it's just time to clean it all up.
Yeah, the dyslexia makes it so hard to read a rule sometimes that. So it's a challenge. So if I'm going to read a rule book, it's got to be one that's that I'm really anxious to play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
Or has a great how to play video.
Or hasn't it great? Yeah, I mean, even I don't know. Don't get me started on rules.
Not a soapbox you want to get on tonight, huh?
Not especially at the end of the episode. So
maybe next time.
I'm always. Just put a quarter in me when you start talking rules and
something to look forward to in 2 weeks, folks.
Yeah, some rules. What did you say? At the game table.
It's going to sound just like that.
More to come.
Probably.
Apparently. Well, it is the year of the old man. So
the year of the old man. Jeez. I'm sitting right here, you guys.
You're the one saying these things, not me.
I'm sorry, I set the tone. I apologize, Nathan. Yeah. You just leaned into it a bit much.
Well, I needed a cane, so.
All right. Well, we have some fun stuff that we're looking forward to. Let us know if there's anything you're looking forward to this year. We'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us at our Gmail at meeplenation@gmail.com. Until next time.
We'll see you. Looking forward to a bunch of new games and all those Kickstarters that you backed 2 years ago that might come this year.
You kids, get off my lawn.
That's right. Get my hose out. That's funny. We have neighbor kids that like to play under our pine tree, and they break all my branches off. They're fun. I don't shoo them off, but
the branches.
Yeah, and I'm trying to beautify my yard, but stinking little kids pulling up my trees. But anyways, no harm, no foul. They're having fun. They could be doing worse things. Maybe next year they will.
Things to look forward to.
Give them an
2026.
2026.
All right, I'm cutting him off.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast, it really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/MeepleNation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of Werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_Nation. Or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.